Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Monday, TGIM. Okay, so thank you for blessing me with the opportunity to talk about astrology. I want to try to help you guys to feel more motivated to be interested in it. So today I want to talk about letting go, of anything that has to do with negativity towards astrology, anything that has to do with fear. Because in life we gotta move forward. And the only way to be able to do that is if we're able to let go of our doubts, our fears, our misfortunes, our mishaps. All that stuff has to be let go. Eckhart Tolle did this quote I'm gonna read for you guys. It says sometimes letting go is an act of greater power than depending or hanging on. I want to give you guys 3 takeaways. Might put them in the, so you guys could click it and stuff. Should be right here somewhere. If I did it, hopefully I do it. This whole ideology came up because of this questionnaire I did. So I asked that you guys check out the questionnaire. I'll post it below too. And I just hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thank you for giving me an opportunity and time to talk about this stuff because it's amazing and I'm so grateful. Hope you get something out of this. Thank you once again. So my first takeaway, it says, letting go of fear of being just your sign. A lot of people say that oh, I am not my sign, I don't want to be that, it's like a fear-based thing. I try not to say this often, but people fear what they don't understand. And you can't be afraid of yourself because you don't understand who you are. So the tool, thus astrology, the tool is going to help you to know who you are so you don't have to be afraid of yourself. Because you miss a lot of opportunities by being afraid, by stopping and freezing yourself because you don't know who you are. It would be a lot easier, in my opinion, personally. I have a pretty deep background in astrology, but in my opinion, it would be a lot easier for people to decide what they want to do for work in their life if they could look at their birth chart. But this isn't common knowledge. So the fact that it isn't common knowledge makes it really difficult to help people to understand it, unless they're in that field mentally, ready, prepared to take the plunge, as it were, which is cool. You take the plunge, it's like jumping in a cold shower. It might suck a little bit, but it's going to boost your nervous system. And so all the things that you were afraid to do before, your nervous system's ready for it next time. So if you want to boost up that nervous energy, that nervous system energy, learn who you are. Who are you? It's a good question. Trust me. I'm just learning about my houses. That's the only thing I haven't studied. But aside from that, I've been in astrology my whole life. And we'll get more on that. But yeah, my house is, I'm just realizing that my 5th house is in Libra. Meaning that I have a tendency to be a people pleaser. But I had never thought that about me. But I am that way. So it's pretty nuts once you learn stuff about yourself. And then you can compare it to your past. Okay, I have Libra and my sun. Okay, so sometimes when I hang out with people, oh shit, I did that to help that person so that I would make them feel better. But I didn't consider myself. Now I know, savvy? That means now I don't have to give a shit. And I can be like, you know what? This time I'm going to choose not to share with this person. And I'm just going to leave it for me. Because I deserve to be able to embrace me. It's not just, I have to share my whole me to everyone. That's not how it is. So that's cool. Second takeaway. Let go of fear of being just your sign. Yeah, that's one, right? You're not just your sign, guys. You're way more than just your sign. For one, you're spirit. You're a spirit. I don't care what you are. I don't care what your chart looks like. You're a spirit. You're fire. Spirit is created out there in the ether. And then, how do you say, then like a lightning rod struck into a body. So you're stuck in a body, but you're really spirit ultimately. And the only way to know how this body works, you're technically an alien. We're all technically aliens. And the only way to know technically how your body works is to know all the components of it. You chose this body before you jumped in it. And you don't know why or what it does or how it does what. But the only way to really be positive, 1,000%, is to do research on it. If you get a car for the first time in your life, are you going to read the manual if no one's going to teach you how to drive it? You would, right? What if you got a hoverboard? Are you just going to jump on it and then just start hovering and running around in it? You got to do your research first. Just like with the body. This isn't forever, and it does have an expiration date. So you better know what you're doing with it before it expires. Right? Big deal. That one's a big one. A lot of people I know even say that. Like, you are not your sign. A lot of people say that, and it's crippling, in my opinion. Because if you can't learn how to use your body, no one else is going to teach you. Second takeaway. Let go of not knowing who you are. That's what it does. That's what knowing your birth chart does. It helps you let go of not knowing who you really are. I've known I was a Scorpio forever. And me knowing that helped me to be like, okay, so I am really magnetic. And that's one thing that I chimed on my whole life. Like, yeah, I'm super magnetic. And then I started getting into my moon. Yeah, I'm super prideful, But I was mostly my sun for a long, long time. Until just recently. But I was mostly my sun, studying all these other signs to learn about them so that they don't influence me in bad ways, right? And then, lo and behold, I am part of every astrology sign, so it kind of lined up pretty beautifully. So I'm really grateful that I wasn't so biased as to be like, oh, yeah, all these other signs are stupid. No, every sign is equal. Every sign is equal. They all have their own superpowers. They all deserve the same amount of respect. So we let go of not knowing who we are by being like, okay, I know my sun, my moon, my rising, my Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. That's who I am. And then you're like, hey, that doesn't align with me. And then you're like, oh, okay, my houses are also associated with each one of those. Okay, this part fits me better, and it's a mix, And then this part suits me better, but they're both the same, so I'm really strong in this part of my personality. Like, say you have Mercury, and I'm not even sure which house Mercury is in, so don't quote me. Mercury's in the third house and the sixth house. So if your third and sixth house are the same sign, which is probably impossible because they're both so far apart. But say your third house is in Gemini and your Mercury's in Gemini, then you have double Gemini and you're like super good at communicating. You're like a chess master, right? More so than most. For example, my first house is in Gemini and my Mars is in Aries. So I have a little bit of super good at talking and a little bit of I'm going to beat you up and I love you. I'm going to beat you up with love. So that's different. But some people have I'm super good at this one thing, right? And it makes it 1,000-fold better. More, okay? Thirdly, but not leastly, right? Do your best to let go of the fear of finding something new. Yeah, new is scary. I'll definitely admit to that. New is definitely scary. But the whole point in life is to embrace new things, right? To enjoy every morning like a new morning, because it is. To just enjoy every experience brand new. In light of embracing every breath as a new breath, I'm gonna say thank you guys for giving me an opportunity to talk about astrology, and send you guys on your way. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you.